What is going on, guys? It is your boy Qbeezy here, and every time that I hear Luke Smith speak about Destiny 2, I get more and more concerned about the direction and the way this game is going. I don't want to say Destiny 2 is going to be a sophomore slump. I don't want to be that guy on YouTube who always bashes Bungie for every single thing that they decide to do with their franchise. It's their game. I know it. We're the players. We give them feedback and that sort of thing. However, this is basically one of the worst case scenarios I could have imagined with Destiny 2. Now, we all know that they're dumbing down Destiny 2 quite a bit. They're trying to make it easier to balance in terms of making it competitive. They're also looking to make it more enjoyable and accessible to the casual player. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a casual player. I appreciate the casual players. I need somebody to 5-0 in Trials. However, we know that there are a lot of people who don't have the amount of time that us hardcore Destiny people have to dedicate to the game, such as things with Sleeper Simulant and Outbreak Prime, as two of the biggest examples that I can come up with. But on our recent Mashable article, I have become even more concerned with how Destiny 2 is going to play out, especially in the end game. The article is titled Destiny 2 Loot Improves by Ditching Something Players Used to Love. And I saw that title and I grew even more concerned. Essentially, Luke Smith described in the article when he told the author is that they're getting rid of random rolls on weapons. That is right. The gun that you get is going to have static perks, just like the Trials of Osiris weapons that we got in year 3. It makes me really sad because part of the grind in the end game was getting the gun, but not just getting the gun, but getting the best roll on the gun. Also getting that gun with, say, a different perk, such as the recent palindromes that we had, where you can either go rangefinder rifled Icarus or rangefinder rifled Luck in the Chamber. Just as something off the top of my head, how many variations of guns have we had in Destiny? And it seems like we're going to get even more watered down guns. Now I can completely understand why they're going about doing this. It is really difficult to balance a gun, but to get the God Roll Clever Dragon with braced frame, hidden hand, and probably something like small bore or high caliber rounds, it's hard to balance that, because if you nerf the Clever Dragon with those perks, you're going to nerf every other Clever Dragon. So I understand where they're coming from, but in terms of outside of PvP, it makes it really hard, man. Like, if you have one good gun that has great range, but it doesn't have, say, explosive rounds or Firefly, you're going to go for the other one if it has those perks on it. And you're not necessarily going to get to use the gun that you want, because it's not going to be enough, because it's not going to be able to roll with those perks. It makes me really sad, but it also makes me think that there are a lot of things currently in Destiny that we have seen them try to implement further in Destiny 2, especially with the events and also with the weapons, because all the Trials weapons have static perks. Exactly to what Luke Smith said. He said there aren't random rolls on weapons anymore. Better Devils is a Crucible hand cannon in Destiny 2, and what it has on it is what it has on it, period. I understand. They are making two key changes in Destiny as compared to Destiny 1 that they feel is going to benefit the entire player base more, not just hardcore players. That is, making it a lot more casual friendly, especially with guided games, and not having huge things probably like Outbreak Prime quests. The second thing is making it more available and easier to balance for the competitive scene. We'll have to see how this plays out. Bungie's definitely not going to get away with 6-month tuning cycles on weapons, especially on PC. PC will dump them quick if it is the case. I can understand where they're coming from, but with all the changes, it has me less and less excited every single time. Let me know what you guys think down below. It makes me really sad that I have to report on something like this. I don't know if it was mentioned earlier, but it just... there's nothing. Part of the end game was grinding for that God roll. The reason why you kept playing Iron Banner all week was in the hopes of you getting that God roll Clever Dragon. It's not going to happen anymore. I'm interested in see how weapon mods are going to play into that. Are weapon mods going to be our new means of differentiating our guns to give us that next step, to give us that edge over the other player? In terms of, since we don't have any more selectable perks. Guys, thanks for watching, man. I appreciate all you guys. Let me know how you guys think about this down below. Swiggity swooty, we on that booty. Pro Potato Army, we're out.